Okay, so we're going to try this one. And give me one moment to check my audio levels real quick. I have actually been playing this game in my spare time on my DS, and so far I have been having an absolute blast with it. It's been a nice trip down memory lane, and y'all people who did this, fantastic. We're about to find out if I can even play this, however. As I'm having to very strongly simulate the... what's the word I'm looking for here? Touchpad. That's what I'm having to simulate. Hey, stupid game. So one of the things for the DX patch, which only works on the Pegasus version, is they added a lot of quality of life fixes. So we've got 2 save slots now, which is incredible. Love you guys for that. That gives me 1 for screwing around, 1 for doing everything. But then we've got a bunch of other quality of life stuff too. So let's see if we can even do this. They did change it so that you don't have to use the touchscreen so much if you don't want to, but we're about to find out how well that actually works in practice. Because so far, when I was doing it on my DS, I found it actually next to impossible to use the new features, but that might be due to muscle memory. Yes, the new space agency, NASA, not to be confused with NASA or NAXA from Battle Network 4. And I do apologize if you hear any loud banging overhead. We're actually in the monsoon right now, so there's a bit of a thunderstorm over my house. Hooray! Yes, teacher man. I'm not gonna lie. The naming convention of the Navies in the future got worse. Where do we find the human Slinky, better known as Spring Man? Haha, just kidding. That's classic Mega Man. So this Star Force actually marked a significant tonal shift for the series, too. You go from the happy and chipper and incredibly 300 IQ'd Lan Hikari to the admittedly terminally depressed, but for very good reason, Geostellar. And it's got a dramatic host of themes that are entirely different from classic Mega Man. And it was a fantastic tonal shift. But classic fans had issues with it. And then with how they changed the battle system, even some Battle Network fans had a problem with it. Whoops. And if this doesn't work out, I'll have to change programs and we'll start this whole thing over again. But I'm going off of the notes that I was provided with the documents for this mod, and it listed a very specific program to be used with it, so I'm using that, and I've never used this program before, so I don't know how well it will work. And then we get to see, later on, we get to see probably the greatest example of anime hair. Because, oh god, if you thought his hair was already crazy enough with how very angular it is, this chick's hair could double as a fucking power drill. It is peak anime hair. Oh, I can start early. So let's see how this is going to go. Give me one moment to try to get this going real quick. as they added some content that you can only enter here. Okay, where's the game facts page? Okay, let's enter this code. For the new unique item that they gave and created. April space Fools So that's one of the latest items that they just employed. And then there's a whole metric butt ton of stuff that still works, because this is still the same base game, of course. Let's see, there it is. And this is what I mean by, like, if you thought the number codes were long, imagine discovering these. Like, there is no way you would just randomly discover these. So that's Brave Sword 3. So we're going to be entering the passwords here for a little bit, but this is because Star Force did away with the letter code system. So because they did that, it's incredible. We can destroy the game balance just by knowing these passwords. And they will not give us an instant win. This is not Battle Network 2. They learned that lesson. So by entering this date, which I believe was the original launch day of the original Mega Man. It was either that or it was the creator's birthday. By entering this date, we get the Chain Bubble 3 card. about 5 chapters before this virus even appears. Now, let's get something that is absurd. And all of these are case sensitive, of course. One enter two, just one. By entering Legendary Master Shin into the message box and then sending it, you are rewarded with the Dragon Sky SP battle card. And I'll show you how absurdly broken that is. It has some of the hardest usage activation. Oops. But it works so well. And by entering some of these, such as Taurus Fire, into it, you get rewarded with even, like, you can get almost every V3 card in the game just by using Cypher Mail. Then by entering transfers are really useful, followed by an exclamation point. And then sending it. We get rewarded with the Fire Bazooka 3 battle card. And let's just briefly touch on how devastating these are. So, the best attack in our folder right now is the swords, which do 80 damage apiece. What have we just been entering? Oh, nothing fancy. Nothing fancy at all. So with these in mind, we actually no longer need some of the swords. Or really, any of the swords, for that matter. Because we can replace them with much better options. Next up is, yes, my personal favorite. This is one of the original ciphers. Which is an anagram for one of the characters' names. Of Gemini Spark. Rem. Let's see. Koenig. SPI. AREM. Yep. Okay. Flicker Kick, one of our One of the best cards in this game. Don't need to know about that email. Star Force. The ultimate power. This one I have to remember how to enter it because, see, if you enter it wrong, then you get told that it was invalid. Because, of course, everything in this game is ultra case sensitive. Oh, I think I accidentally put a capital P. Yeah, if this kicks back the battle card, I entered it wrong. Yep, I entered it wrong before. So now we've got Leo Kingdom SP. Which... Star Force... I keep saying Battle Network. Star Force 1 was broken up into 3 versions. 2 were commercially available. The other one was a store exclusive. So, Pegasus and Leo you could get at almost any store out there. But if you want a Dragon version, you had to go exclusively to GameStop. And of course, Dragon version is the one version that I do not have, as I have all the rest of the Star Forces on hard copy. Now, let's get this one. Oh, apologies for that. My allergies just kicked in. Check out the enter. Megaman. Website. And then you can only send one cipher at a time. Ghost Pulse 3. Time for a classic cipher. And yes, all of these count towards the completion of the library. So by entering these, you can actually make the late game very easy by removing the need to have to grind certain enemies. The anagram of Cygnus Wing. Gets us the second version of Ghost Pulse. So now we've got versions 2 and 3. All we need to do is get version 1, and we've got that trilogy complete. Okay. This one gives us the Ground Wave 3 battle card, which is absurdly powerful this early in. Like, everything that we're entering the passwords for is stupid broken this early in. Like, most of this stuff will just be able to one-shot every enemy. Roan at Pay. The anagram of the Chapter 3 boss, I believe. Which was actually changed for the dub of the series. Wait, no, I'm sorry, no. It's the real name. They changed the character name in the dub for whatever stupid reason. Osla, great. The anagram of Geostellar gets us, hilariously, the strongest gun in the game. It gives us heavy cannon. How great is it? Well, let's just get rid of cannon and equip heavy cannon. It's instantly better. Heat ball. Just replace the regular heat ball. Ground wave. Great. Leo Kingdom coming in doing an absurd 300 damage. And then Star Force added a whole new system that just makes it entirely more devastating. So anybody who remembers the countering system from Battle Network 3, how you would be rewarded bug frags at the end of the match, or how every other Battle Network after that made it so that if you countered, you entered full synchro, well, Star Force does something a little differently, where they give you a random battle card from your folder or your discard pile. So effectively, Star Force has been equipped with folder back, but you can only counter with a battle card, and it has to be one that does not dim the screen. Let's see. Kemali. Kemalite. ZCP, I think it is. And that is the anagram of Zach, of Zach's name, I think. This one's a mouthful. Go on air. To trade info with friends. And strangely enough, some of this is actually, the cipher codes for these are actually in the physical manual. So, that is an odd system, to put it gently. So now if we check the library, we've got things we really shouldn't have right now. Because depending on the version of the game, we now have the final version of that game's post-game boss. Let's just get another weapon available. Oh boy. Wave. Change. Geostellar comma on the air. Something you would never think to enter. Oh, wait. 2 exclamation points. And if entered correctly, That gives us the Porcupine Needle, which is one of the many busters in the game. One of my personal favorites. Brother Action RPG. Why is this one of my favorites? Well, it's what it gives you. Of course. Because this is one of my all-time favorite battle cards. Queen Ophiuchus. It's simultaneously wood and break element, and it converts the 2 columns it hits into poison panels. So, yeah, they didn't really balance the attacks here, but they did later on. Ori Frutz. And we're just entering the ones. We're not doing all the codes because we don't need we don't need every single item they give. Because a lot of the time they just give like small items like D-energies or search eyes. A couple of them give unlockers. Megaman 20th. Never. Sorry, game. Now, the best part of all this is, we're allowed to do this. Oh. Shut up, Mr. Hertz. Yeah, it's one of those ones again, where the guide is wrong. Because I believe this is how it's actually supposed to go in. And we desperately want this battle card too. Because Sticky Rain is beautifully broken. So we don't need Wide Sword. I will take that recovery, though. Yay! Thunderstorm! I love thunderstorms! Yay! Bring it on! Quit pissing on my soul. Yeah, news flash. I ain't afraid of a little freaking water. It's the first... anything to get me wet at this point. Oh, boy, this is a long one. A-U-E. That is an O. E, U, and it's Queen Ophiucha. Is the anagram here. Now we got a great flamethrower attack, similar to actually Flameburner, actually from, or Fireburner from Battle Network 6. We've got 4 last cards to enter. Store info in. Your transfer. And this will get us the Taurus Fire SP battleship, which is... we really should not have that at all right now. I don't know why I said battleship. Battle card. They changed it. Let's form a brother band. And this, I ordinarily would never use this. This early in, we cannot afford not to use it. L-A. La-A. Where be it? Yep. Okay, that's entered now. So now we've got Time Bomb 1 available as well. So now we only have to get Time Bomb 2 and we complete that trilogy. And the last, but certainly not least, and one of the fastest battle cards in this game. Time to bust. Some EM. viruses. Which is appropriate, because it's about time we finally get moving. Because effectively, as far as the story is concerned, we've just been in the middle of the street here texting. So now we've got Wide Wave available, which is just... chef's kiss. I think I can live without one of the plasma guns. Let's put that plasma gun right back. Because I can live without the Recovery 10 for Tailburner 3. So now it's time I explain what the favorites system is. So in this game, there are barely any white cards, as white cards are wilds. So instead, what they did to make up for that is you can favorite 6 battle cards in your folder, any 6 battle cards, and turn them into wild cards. But you can only have a maximum of 2 Mega or Giga cards. Is that what it just said? Yeah. So we want Sticky Rain set up, Flicker Kick set up, definitely Wide Wave set up at some point. Heavy Cannon, Flicker Kick. Actually, we can take the barrier off and replace that with something... Actually, let's do it with Brave Sword. Then let's drop a quick save. And continue with the game. Gotta talk to the people in the town first, because of course you do. Yeah, did you know about the 3 satellites in orbit that belong to one of the 3 satellite administrators? Why, yes I did! Hey, you. Kid. Dude, you look like you've been on everything. Yep, know all about the navies. Enter anime. This chick's hair. Hey, look, we found the decks of the series. What was the dead giveaway? The chin. It was the chin. Ah, yes, the perfectionist. Sorry, lady, you and I are not going to get along. And it wouldn't be game logic without teaching us about one of the mechanics that we're going to be using a very much a lot later on. No. Best combo is a system that'll come in later on, and it is deliciously broken. So basically, once you get the ability to use the Star Force, the best combo feature becomes available, and if you launch attacks, and in Star Force 1 you can only use normal attacks in very rapid succession against a sufficiently powerful enemy, you can save that data as an attack, and then you can go talk to an NPC in the game, and for 1,000 credits, you can purchase that attack as a single-use battle card. So, purchase a lot of it, and you can save up to, I think, 10 different ones, so you can make an entire boss-killing attack. Jeez, lady, don't be so pushy. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff in this game now. But now it's time for the obligatory tutorial, which actually has story in it. I know, oh my god. Damn, dude! Well, we know he's definitely related to Lan in some way, because, boy, This entire bloodline seems to have something wrong with it. Let's see. Land, electrocuted, irradiated, eaten by the internet, fought digital drug lord, twice. Yeah. His entire bloodline's got something wrong with him now. This is probably the best start to any story that they've ever done for Mega Man, because yeah, that's right, people, aliens. And for those who never figure out how to pronounce his proper English name is Omegasis. His Japanese name makes a little more sense, as it's Warrock. Just as good as time for a tutorial as any. Only in this universe could a train derail itself with nobody operating it. Yep. Okay. Made very bright glowing card. Now, time to go find a hole and interface with it. See nothing to my right. Nothing straight ahead. I wander to my left. And there on the spinning orb, the spinning whirlpool of death, is where we go do our thing. And there's a cipher code. But yeah, this is a really cool mechanic, so you can just take the glasses off, and you can just stop seeing what's essentially the internet of this game. That is so cool. He even does the freaking henshin pose. They did do a number on how the pulsing system in this game works, and it's glorious. It's also going to be a bit of a pain in the ass later on. Because the game will always remember your pulse in coordinates. So your pulse in becomes your pulse out. So if you pulse out from the wrong place, and there's a pad in front of you, well, congratulations. I hope you enjoy backtracking. Nothing we can do. We don't even need to talk to the Hertzes right now. We don't got to talk to that. Yoink! And then there are no programs like Slip Run or anything like that in this game, as there is no Navi customizer. Instead, any such ability is locked to the characters you're partnered with, so the brother band system. Good enough motivator for now. I'm good for the moment. So I can explain this way faster than the tutorial menu can. Select your battle cards. You can pick, if they line up like this, you can only pick them like this. If they go this way, you can take everything going this way. Press down, will lock on. And we just countered that, which is important for the bestiary later on, which was actually an addition to DX. Multiple boots to the head. Then we also have a permanent guard available too, which is just, oh, beautiful. We can take it all. There's the guard. There's the buster. It charges automatically. It does stuff. It's fun. Let's hit it with some good old Pegasus magic. And then we'll be pulsing back into this train later on because we need to get an item from here. I love this. You thought Megaman was pushy? This guy will drag you by the arm. Yep, turn on that wave hole. Talk to the fridge. Find a wave hole here. Because we can just pulse into random shit everywhere. This mail is just Mega explaining everything else. Let's equip the magic breath. Then the card shop won't be open for an eternity. Then they made it so that you don't have to hold down a button to run anymore. As you're always pretty much at max velocity. Yes, take the advice. Better be careful not to let anybody see me. That's why I'm going to go to a very public place and stand clearly in her field of vision and do this. Vanish. Well, I have some advice, but nothing you can use in public. Okay, now I get to showcase what Dragon Sky does, because why not? We're here. Dragon Sky hits in a gigantic T pattern, no matter where you are in the field. Pulse into my room, grab some mystery data. Alright. Did pretty decent on that. So HP memories in this game come in two flavors. You've got your standards of your 20s, but then you've got your halves of 10s. So you will be at very random HP totals for the majority of this game. Another ground wave. I just want a power bomb. Let's see. Okay, so the wave is over here to the right. Very nice. A large energy. That'll help us out later on. Go this way and grab this wave. Paralyze Plus, nice to have. That gives any battle chip a paralyze effect. And what's great now is the Buster charges automatically. So there's no way to upgrade the Buster directly. Instead, you change your weapons. Besides, getting all these ground waves is actually good for later on, once the card trader opens up. This one to the right? Yes, it is. Ice Meteor. That's a good card to have available right now. Pulse out. And we'll have to pulse back in, but it beats backtracking. Yay, power bomb. That helps me with the quest later on. Grass stage. Fantastic battle card. Oh, good lord. So if we had been able to use it, we just got 2 Leo Kingdoms in a row. So that's what I was saying about how it just gives you a random battle card. So if the enemy was in the back row, that was a flat 600 damage they would have taken. This one to the right, or is it to the left? Nope, this one's up. But also on this wave road, we got the first shop available as well. We're likely going to get another ground wave here. Oh no, power bomb. Even better. We'll backtrack to that zone in a minute. As I'd very much like to debut what Leo Kingdom does. It's just a tail swipe. On fire. And it's only obsessive overkill, or excessive overkill. Here's the vendor. And they got a very streamlined system here. Like, it even tells you how many you have in stock, which is fan-megantastic. And this early in, some things will cost more than others. But some of the more expensive items they carry means the more powerful the item is. Oh no, we have to check a computer space. If only we weren't standing directly above it. Another ground wave. Okay, just wanted to make sure there was no data crystal here. Go plug into a car. Hey, look, we get to fight Firefox. Just kidding, it's fire-based salamanders. And then look at the design of this thing. This is a jammer. I love their design. Time for him to taste Ophiuchus' wrath. And die. So now it wants us to go home and to progress the story, but let's make a quick stop over to Vista Point to collect the blue mystery waves and data crystals here. Oh yay, ground wave 1. Not like I don't have a million of those already. Taste flaming ox. Time for the pony. Oh, right. I forgot. Now because we're transformed, I can actually showcase an item that I couldn't before. So we had entered the code for this. And this is just a texture mod that they had created. But it's interesting. So rather than the blue boy we're playing as right now, when we enter battle, hell yeah, radar missile, we will be not blue. We are red. Now, that's just a cool feature I like. Like, that was something they didn't have to do, but they decided to do it anyways, and I like that feature. I would have liked it better if it had extended outside of battle too, but that would have been asking a lot given this game's engine. But then they went out of their way on this one too. So if we go to the Mega menu, we can check the database. And it has a database of every enemy we've fought up to this point. And if we've counter hit them or not, because counter hits do count. Like, what's interesting is it's got its basic stuff. The rewards, everything. And where they would spawn. So in the case of jammers, because they're generally tied to events, you don't know where they're going to spawn. Nice. Tailburner 1 again. We'll go plug into a train. And there's the data we were looking for. And that's what the Buster's like with only a little bit of rapid in it. Let's see. Yeah, I've got the Porcupine Needle, which is just a more rapid fire Buster. But is the wave hole for another segment open yet? Yes, it is. So we'll plug in here and grab the data from the statue. Because, of course, everything has radio frequency in this universe now. If it didn't have a USB port, now it has an antenna. I don't think I got the... No, I did go into the vending machine. Oh no. It's the anime brigade again. Oh boy, here we go. Sure you can! No! No, it's fine. He still has a head, after all. Like, I remember watching a little of this anime, too, when it aired, this was years ago. I remember watching this, bits and pieces of, I should say, on Toonami Jetstream. And, boy, I have some mixed feelings on that one. Because this... Mega Man Star Force came out right at the end of Toonami's original lifespan, so we never even got the full version of the show. So we got to episode 25 of the subtitled version, which wouldn't be so bad if the final episode of the dub wasn't the recap and preview of what's to come. And instead of finishing it, like they should have done because they already had the rights to it. Instead, they chose to end it right there, release the box set anyway, and it's not like these episodes were terribly long. Each one was only about 10 minutes long. So to air it on TV at the time, because Teen Titans Go was not even a thought, thank God, at this point, there was no 15-minute time slot aside from like Metalocalypse and Robot Chicken, Adult Swim shows. So there was nothing that this could have gone with. So what they decided to do was pair up the episodes. So for the premiere, it was, I believe, episodes 1, 2, and 3 that were combined. And then after that, it was every 2 episodes was merged. Interesting concept. I'll give them points for originality. But I have to take away a lot of points because there are 55 episodes in Series 1 for Star Force. And then they never even finished that. But there was an additional, I believe, 20 episodes for Series 2. Which admittedly did not do as hot. Taurus over here spouting the facts. I am not a pig. I am a cow. A C-O-W. Cow. Moo. Oh no, it's almost like we're almost to the first dungeon. But also, seriously, look at this. As compared to a Battle Network game, we've gone almost 2 hours before the first dungeon. Granted, 45 minutes of that was me entering codes, but still, that's impressive. Normally, they don't exposition all over you. They just throw you into the deep end and say, go. Well, someone on blue team clearly hates the Reds. Now this is where the system starts. So instead of having to go to random boards or one centralized quest menu, random NPCs will just have quests available. And what this mod does is it allows you to take on more than one at once. Thank you for doing that. Because that was one of the worst aspects of the Star Force series. Just the ability to only take on one quest at a time. Yay! Let's go pulse into this kid's trancer real quick, because all he wants is a certain battle card. One we just happen to already have. And one of the other things this mod does is it merges not only just the games, but it merges the card libraries too. So Star Force DX now has all 15 Giga cards in it. Gonna make another quick pass because we might be able to afford. Yes, we can. So we're down to $70, but that don't matter. We're up to the HP total I would very much like to be at. Let's see. You want a card? Powerbomb 1. Let's just talk to you. Blah, blah, blah. Here we go. Attack plus 10. Nice. Submission done. So this man went up to Vista Point. Excuse me, Mr. Navy Truck. But they did a very good job designing this city. Like, the art style in Star Force is just gorgeous. And now to complete her quest, all we have to do is pulse into his trancer. And what's even more interesting about all this is the anime directly references this the side quest thing. In one of the episodes, he basically becomes the post office, including having to deliver stuff to his own mom, who does not recognize him. Doesn't even recognize his voice. Let's see. Oh, wait, I know where it is. It's up here. It's at the telescope. Welcome to the future. We have a Tesla controlled by trading cards. So we are almost to the first dungeon. We've got, I think, 2 more cutscenes, and then we're forced into it. Yeah, I'll just go trigger this. I can always talk to the old man later. Oh boy, we're about to get isekai'd. Hey look, it's the Cybertruck, except even more boxy. Here we go. Meanwhile, at the other end of town, we're about to get isekai'd. For real this time. Run, fat boy. I'm sorry, no. Goes more like this. Run, Ratchet, run. But yeah, no, for those interested, Geostellar is, of course, the translated name from when they localized the game. Not a terrible translation either. The original name of him is Subaru Hoshikawa. Whoa, yay, my legs get a chance to go out. And the anime is actually, like, fairly interesting, too. Oh. Okay, that was terrifying. And there's a thunderburst over my house. Wow. You gonna give me a chance to, you know, speak over this, or you're just gonna keep growling over my house? I guess you're gonna keep growling then. You know, please, we'll have a conversation about it. What, not chatty anymore? Okay, moving on. But yeah, no, that was fucking terrifying. It is pitch black outside my house, then all of a sudden, flashbang. Massive, like, all my windows just turned fucking white for a second. God, I love storms. Let's see, if only there was something we could manipulate around here to cause a car accident. I got it. There's a car in the area. I'll use a car to cause a car accident. It's so genius it just might work. Once we're done with this dungeon, of course, we will be stopping for the night. As I have been streaming for what feels like going on 7 hours now, if not more. And of course there's viruses in the car. Why wouldn't there be? Hey, giant virus. So now we get to I get to explain another mechanic, the G-type virus, which stands for gigantic or gigant. These are just much larger versions. And if you counter hit them too, you also get stuff. But now we get star card versions. So effectively, the battle card library is actually almost double what it is for the standard library. And what's cool is the star cards do count towards the library. So if you only get the star version of a battle card, it will just add both to your library. Let's see, now that the truck is stopped. I can pulse into the first dungeon of the game. And it's got great design. So I need to go this way first. Because this dungeon even has references to other Mega Man games in it. So it looks like we can do this. Yo! The big hot rotor. Barrier and yoink! So now we got Fire Ring 1 and its star variant added to the library. Nice. We got the red key now, which is one of the 2 items we need to progress through this area. And then one of the other items that was given to us at the start of the game is we have the option of turning the game to effectively expert mode instead of normal mode. And we can do that at any point. But let's just focus on normal for right now, since I don't feel like playing Dark Souls version of Mega Man. But at least this time we won't have to take on the dangerous Dr. Wowie. Here come the thunder. Get sugar, get sugar. Oh yeah, that's how you get it done. 3 boots to the head. And one of the benefits of Flicker Kick is if they had lived through that, it would actually inflict blind on them. Yo, Gatling. That's a good card to have right now. So it doesn't do tremendous damage, but it is Vulcan. It is a Vulcan. So who cares if it does tremendous damage if it lets you get counter hits easily? Pegasus Magic. I love that battle card. Especially because if they had not died immediately to it, it would inflict freeze on them. And when an enemy is frozen, if you hit them with a break attribute chip, they will take double damage. Ah! I don't like cows. I don't like it when I do this. let me have this thing. Give me the yellow key. Let's just hit him with some Lamia Goddess. So yeah, this entire game could also be called Monster Musume, the freaking, or Battle Net or Monster Musume Eggsy or some shit like that. Like, it's amazing at how many different styles come together for this. And I love Taurus Fire's design. It is just like, it is beautiful. Just to see the rushing effects of the fire coming out of his arms. Like, that is gorgeous. Taurus was the reason we... Well, aside from that, I wanted to get a good folder right out of the gate, so that way we didn't spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours grinding battle cards. But this dungeon right here, for this door, look what it says. Please present the 4 Tetra keys. This is a direct reference to the Tetra codes from Battle Network 3. And of course, Tetra means 4, so we gotta get all of them. Enjoy some heat ball action. Right, gotta talk to the machine to get Tetra Key A. Run over here, grab the item. So now I believe we have all the HP we can get at this point in the game, minus side quests, of course. We'll grab that piece of blue data here in a second. After making some freezing irony. Frozen and paralyzed. There's Beta. Small energy, that's important later on for a sub-quest. Or we could use it now, but let's face it, we don't have to. Hi. Bye-bye. Like, this game is just one hell of a trip down memory lane for me. It really is. Come on, Bull. Thank you. Let me off this crazy thing. Paralyze Plus. Always good to have as many of those as possible, even though we can only have 3 in the folder, I believe. Tetracode Charlie. And here we go. My problem is I'm not I'm trying to track them, but I'm not seeing them as they pop up in time. Yay, another power bomb. We just have so many of those. So the good news is we're almost entirely done with the dungeon already. So now that we got the Tetra keys, we can deactivate the security, and then go all the way down here for the final bull ride. Oh no, this was just a straight shot. Let's drop a quick save just to be safe. Hey, you, big guy. And then I love that they gave the bosses unique opening animations just to show off that the game actually has some pretty high poly models involved in it. Damn, we pushed him way back. Man, we are making a lot of good progress here. Like, granted, it's just the first dungeon, but I was completely doubting that I would be able to even play this game without the touch interface, as Star Force 1 very heavily used the touch screen. And I love that you can tell when the game transforms you because your portrait will change too. So you know where you're going to end up. Like, playing the game again, like, going down this enormous trip down memory lane really makes me want to rewatch the anime, because I don't think I ever finished it. You want space? Look up and jump really high. Oh, Megasis, you are a riot. You also frequently start them too, so you're both. You had to open your mouth. I don't think so. I think that's just a crazy inventor. I have a few choice words for you, my good fellow. Careful, Icarus. Oh, a challenge. We will deal with that in time. Let's go turn in this sub-quest that we were doing. Ah, crap. He does have a point, Geo. You do nothing. Actually, you do less than nothing. I've seen paint dry faster than you move. But I love the technology shown here. Let's go talk to this old man first. He should be in this sector. We'll take a look at the doghouse first, because it wouldn't be a Mega Man game without the ability to plug into a doghouse. Yay, now we have all the Heat Ball battle cards. So I'm thinking we leave it here for now, and we will resume this at a later date. As it is currently 1:30 in the morning, and I have been streaming since 5 p.m. So this has been the first part of Star Force DX, which so far is shaping up to be one hell of a mod. Huge thank you to the community that made this. as this is one of the coolest things I have got the chance to replay. So thank you very much to the people who made it, giving me the chance to relive a part of my childhood. And with that, thank you everybody for coming out to both of my streams tonight. The VODs will be up on YouTube fairly soon. There was some shenanigans involving the last part of the stream, as for whatever reason, partway through we got disconnected. I blame that to the thunderstorms in my area. So that VOD will have some glitching going on. I will work on that in my spare time, and then I will re-upload it. So thank you all for watching. The next stream will be sometime over the weekend, either Saturday or Sunday. And if not, I will see you all again on Monday. Thanks everybody for coming out. Peace.